All right, a look at Gal's 17 to start at the Adelaide Oval. And like Joey, you've got those familiar names, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jerseys. You've got Luke Keary to start at 6, Nathan Cleary obviously in the 7. And then your forward pack, you've got Jake at lock as well, Saifidi and Haas though in the front row.
So I'll start with the forwards. We'll Payne Haas. Saifidi, I think, picked himself. I put Payne Haas there purely because of his motor. He had a good year. The Broncos didn't, but he tried his guts out every single week. And I think just his motor on the field, he can play big minutes. And I think if you bring him off about the 30-minute mark and then put Junior Paulo on, I think Junior Paulo, as Joey said, with his footwork, his ball skills, his offloading ability, his ability to tip on to other forwards and to the backs, I think can tear the Queenslanders apart the last 10 minutes of that first half. And then, the bench picks itself. Finucane, Cam Murray can play on an edge or in the middle. But going back to Luke Keary, Luke Keary didn't finish the season well at all. His last 2 or 3 games weren't great at all. But I'm picking him on what he did year in, year out the last couple of years and what he done earlier this year. 4 or 5 weeks ago, we're not even discussing anyone else at 5'8" because Luke Keary's form was that good and he was a starting 5'8" without a doubt. And as I said, he didn't finish his last couple of games well, but I'm going to pick him on the back of what he's done before. And I think he deserves his crack. He hasn't been there before. It's the one box he hasn't been able to tick, picking up that New South Wales jersey. So I'm going to give him a chance to in that first game, and hopefully he plays well to the stand he wants to play. If not, as we know, we've got plenty of other 5'8" to replace him.
Worried about Payne Haas not playing for 6 weeks, losing his match fitness but also his rhythm?
Yeah, no, I'm not. He's young, he's enthusiastic, he's got plenty of energy, he's so fit, Joey. He would be training his backside off knowing... he got dropped last year, don't forget, so he'd be training his backside off knowing that he's in this 27-man squad. He'd be training his backside off, being as fit as he possibly can be going into game one. And, I just think with his motor, he can play big minutes. He can play bigger minutes than all the other forwards there. And as I said, if you leave him on to that 30-minute mark and bring Junior Paulo on, I think it's a big plus for the Blues.
Tyson Frizzell, you weren't sold a few weeks back on the back of the Dragons season.
I was purely on the back of the Dragons. I wasn't not sold on Tyson Frizzell or what he's done for New South Wales in the past or who he is as a player. He's a terrific player. The Dragons, for me, had a horrible year and they were let down by their senior players, I think, and he was one of them. So that was the only reason I didn't have him in the side.